Okay, hello everybody. This is Lama Caroline. Here I'm at NgalSo Malaga, Spain. Yeah. So we're going to continue with the explanation of NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Yeah. Okay, so first to start with, we're going to do the NgalSo preliminary practices as usual. Yeah. Okay. As we always do now. Okay. So hopefully you have it with you. Okay. If not, you can just listen anyway. Okay, so let's do it together. And let's make a very strong dedication that Tenzin gets better. I don't know if you know, I'm sure you know, but two of our monks actually are sick at the moment, unfortunately, with COVID, yeah? Geshe Gentubla and Gelong Tenzin. Very important to us, yes? It's many, many years working very closely together with Lama Ganchen Rinpoche in Albaniano, yeah? So anyway, so Geshe Gentubla looks like he's coming out soon. And also, fortunately, Tenzin looks like he's getting slightly better. So, yes, so if we can all make strong prayer and dedication for him, for both of them, especially for Tenzin, who needs more help, yeah? That would be really wonderful. Thank you very much, yeah? Okay? Okay, so let's pray together, okay? Namo Guru Bhye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Guru Bhye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Guru Bhye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Triratnaya Sangye Cheda Sogi Chonamla Jaju Padu Dani Kyasuchi Dagi Jisogi Pesonanki Drola Penchi Sangye Drupasho Sangye Cheda Sogi Chonamla Jaju Padu Dani Kyasuchi Dagi Jisogi Pesonanki Drola Penchi Sangye Drupasho Sangye Chada Sogi Chonamla Janchu Padu Dani Kyasuchi Dagi Jinsogi Pesonanki Drola Penchi Sangye Drupasho Semchen Tamchen Dewa Da Dewe Gyudan Dempa Gyuchi Semchen Tamche Dunyal Dan Dunyal Gi Gyudan Drawa Gyuchi Semchen Tamche Dunyal Mepe Dewa Dami Drawa Gyuchi Semchen Tamche Nyeri Jadani Dan Trawe Tanyola Nepa Gyuchi Semchen Tamche Lusen Gidunale Soshin Trayun Lusen Dewadan Dempa Gyuchi Semchen Tamche Nalsu Topchin China Nochuko Yudashi Samane Gyuchi Semchen Tamche Dansa Buli Gikedo Tada Jina Gishi Dedan Dukun Dempa Gyuchi Tamche Duni Sashita Semala Sohame Padan La Tiltania Bedurye Rashin Jampuhone Gyuchi La Dami Chepese No Susham Dahani Kitro Kun Sanchu Laname Nanke Kago Kyab Gyuchi O Namo Bhagavati Benzasawa Pramadani Tatagataya Ahate Samya Sampudaya Tayata Om Benze Benze Maha Benze Mahatetsa Benze Mahabidya Benze Mahabodhicitta Benze Mahabodhi Mandropa Sankramana Benze Sawakama Awarana Bishudana Benze Soha Concha Sungi Tempadan Sangedan Janchu Sempa Tanje Gijinki Alada Sonio So Penadan Chempodan Chuki Nampa Tachi Sangi Mikyape Toki deshi ni du gyuchi. Malusem che kungi kungyuchi. Du de punje hemi se jom ze la. No namalu yanda ken gyupe. Chom den ko che ne di she su so. Gosan go pe go ne cha se lo. No sha yi tro chu pa ma lu bu. To me ne sa di tu tam chi sha. Ke pa ge wa hanam la ji yiran. Ko wa ma to ba du le shu ne. Tro la chu ki ko lo ko wa dan. Da shan je na jan chu chen po no. Sashi perki joshi meto tram rira lin shi ni de genpadi sange shintu mite buwai roko nanda hashin la chupasho idam guru ratna mandala kam niryatayami Lozan Gyawa Kungi Yeshe Ni 323 Me Gyal Tenzin Peso Radan Kyoko Kyasan Chudun Kun Chunche Lame Shabla Sowate Om A Guru Vajradara Sumati Gyana Shasana Dara Samudra Sibhadra Sawasiti Hum Om A Guru Vajradara Sumati Gyana Shasana Dara Samudra Sibhadra Sawasiti Hum Om A Guru Varadara Samati Gyana Shasana Dara Samudra Sibhadra Sawasidi Hu Locho Zampo Pel Gyuta Shipa Tujen Tempe Hetrin Leyanoda Pegedro Lozam Peze Pachen Palden La Meshabla Sowade Oma Guru Vajradhara Suhumati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bhadra Vasamanya Sawasidi Hum Oma Guru Vajradhara Suhumati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bhadra Vasamanya Sawasidi Hum Oma Guru Vajradhara Suhumati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bhadra Vasamanya Sawasidi Hum Kyoni Lama Kyoni Yedan Kyoni Kadrochu Kyonte Dene Zunte Janchu Badu Kyumi Kase Misowe Dida Badu Chime Tayan Tuje Chakyu Zunzola Shishi Jidro Nadro Konso Tangi Josun Bajusu Kyoni Lama Kyoni Yedan Kyoni Kadrochu Kyonte Dene Zunte Janchu Badu Kyumi Kase Misowe Dida Badu Chime Tayan Tuje Chakyu Sunzola Shishe Dredro Nudro Konso Tangi Drosun Bachosu. You are the Guru, you are the Yidam, you are the Daka and the Dharma protector. From now until we achieve the essence of enlightenment, we seek no other refuge than you. In this life, the bardo, in all future lives, please hold us with the hook of your compassion. Please liberate us from the fears of samsara and nirvana. Bestow all realizations, be our constant companion, and free us from all interferences. Detale sun sawata petula meku suhuntu ginenale dutsi uze kama tinga sun rindan chi chahajune daniki nesum rindan chin timpale Trishida Chihinanda Wanshito Kushito Chilama Nipashi Geshinti Pejingila Pagyu. So from Rinpoche La's holy body, speech and mind come white, red and dark blue lights and nectars, which dissolve into our three places, one by one, and then together. Many negative and blockage and sickness related to the chakras are purified. We receive the four empowerments. The seeds of the four Buddha bodies are awakened, and then smiling Rinpoche, small one, rainbow one, comes to the crown of each and every one of our heads and dissolves into our subtle mind at our heart, as we do the last verse of the Mahamudra prayer. Pakyake kudan dahagilu, pakyake sonda dagina, pakyake tudan dahagi, danyamechi tu jingilo, makyake kudan dahagilu, makyake sonda dagina, makyake tudan dahagi, Danyamechi tu jingilo. Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakya Muni Soha. Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakya Muni Soha. Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakya Muni Soha. Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha. Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha. Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha. Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Okay, so hello everybody. Hope you're all okay. Everybody is well, yeah? And okay, so like I said before, please, all good wishes and dedications. We, of course, all the time we have many friends sick and suffering. There's no doubt, but please, our Sangha, please can we make special dedication for the health and well-being of our Gelong Tenzin, our dear friend, since many years with us in Albania, and also Geshe Janshibla. Okay, we'd very much appreciate everybody's good thoughts and wishes for their well-being and swift recovery. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So now we're going to continue with the explanation of NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2, which is the main practice of our Guru, Lama Caroline Rinpoche. Yeah? Okay, obviously this transmission is aimed towards members of the NgalSo Sangha. However, anybody in the world who likes is welcome to listen. Yeah. Okay, so where we got to was we actually just started the section of what's called the 7 astrological healing practices. Yeah, very, very important section of the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing practice. Yeah, and why it's important? Because there's many problems, many interference, and so these practices, they help us to change the energy. Yeah, so we really, really, really need these practices. Yeah, okay. This is a perfect year to put all this into practice. Okay. Okay, so the last time we talked about actually in my book it's on page 64. This is it's an old bookmark. It's on page 64. Okay, of the volume, second edition of the English book. Okay, so the last time we talked about the mantra Tayata Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasangati Bodhisattva. Actually, we talked in a very short way. Yeah. Actually, everything in here is incredible. There's so much to say, so profound, yeah. But anyway, we said a little short about that last time. And how, as we recite the mantra, then, as Rinpoche says, may big problem become little difficulty, may it disappear, yeah? So we do this kind of visualization, like the 4 maras, the 4 interference, like they're big, and then they become small, 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 sit on our hand, and then we go like, no, like this. And they dissolve into space, yeah? At least it makes us feel better emotionally, yeah? So anyway, so this one, we did, this is not joking, yeah? In many of our pujas, we're doing like this. Why 2 hands clapping? Where is the sound? This shows the sound, the nature of reality, yeah? So in Buddhism, we use this a lot, yeah? Where is the sound, yeah? The sound is the best indication of the nature of phenomena. It exists, yeah? It's a dependent arising, but we cannot point anywhere and say that's where it actually is, yeah? So it's showing, like, let's say, the mystery of reality, that if we start to examine precisely where things are, if we try and point to their nature, their essence, we cannot find. But if we say, okay, anyway, it's there, no, then we exist and it functions, yeah, okay? So anyway, so first of the astrological healing practices is this, the mantra of the perfect wisdom, Prajna Paramita, Tayata Ong Gati Gati Paragati Parasangati Bodhisattva, like this, okay? Yeah. Why these are called astrological healing practices is because what this means is we need to make peace with the elements, yeah, okay? So when we talk about astrology in Vajrayana Buddhism, we don't mean like go opening the newspaper and reading your horoscope and I'm a Leo and how's my money and how's my relationship, not this kind of thing, yeah? It's talking about the relationship between us and the environment, yeah, on the global, the planetary level and the universal level, and how the elements of the universe are interacting with our elements, yeah, okay? So it's actually very profound, actually, and takes in like meditation and yoga and all kinds of things, geomancy and feng shui and all kinds of incredible things, the Kala chakra and diet and behavior. Very, very interesting, actually, yeah, okay? We have many, many different remedies, yeah? But anyway, Lama Genshin Rinpoche, he decided to put 7 in this book, okay, like the 7 he thought was most important for us, okay? Because actually in our NgalSo tradition, we have actually tons of astrological healing methods, ways to reset our energy, yeah, which is very, very important. Like this year, there's been many energies not so good, no, yeah? So this is a good year for us to try and practice these things, okay? Okay, so anyway, so last time we were talking about that, the first one. Now we're going to go on to number 2, yeah, which is number 2, secret mantra, yeah, it says in English, and then what does it say? Gegtragi Nag Ni in Tibetan, which means like the mantra that's opposing getting rid of interferences, yeah, in Tibetan it says, yeah. That's why it's good that we kept the Tibetan, yeah, okay. Rinpoche always requests in our book and sadhana we keep the Tibetan because otherwise maybe with the translation something missing, this and that, yeah. So very important, yeah. Okay. Actually, before I start this one, I want to just tell you one story, but which actually I forgot to tell you, like last time or the time before. We were talking about the practice of the 6 bodhisattva perfections, okay? And I was talking about how Lama Genshin Rinpoche, how he embodied the 6 bodhisattva perfections, yeah? And I was saying he was incredibly generous, and it's true, no? And I was saying, for example, when he went, I don't know, in Tibet or something like that, and then there was 10,000 people coming, and people would come up to him and say, can I have a sheep? And he would just get out the money and give it to them. It was incredible, you know? Anyway, I was explaining all this, how he embodied generosity, ethics, patience, energy, concentration, and wisdom, yeah? So actually, at that time, I forgot to share with you once. There was sort of so many stories. That's why it's difficult to remember all, and difficult, you know, each time to. So I remembered one more about Rinpoche, which I'd like to share with you, regarding generosity. Yeah. So we always say in the Vajrayana Buddhism that the cause of resources is being generous. Okay. Yeah. And it's quite opposite of what we think in the West. We think, oh, if you're getting poor, that means we need to hold on to things like this. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so let me tell you the story. Incredible story, true story, yeah. So in the late 70s, when Rinpoche La was in India, yeah, at that time he was going around India as a healer, and at that time he had Jampa and Pempa were his attendants, okay, yeah. So Actually, maybe one day we can ask Pempa for confirmation of this story, if he was actually there at this time or not. So anyway, Rinpoche was going around India doing puja. His time he was doing puja in many, many different Tibetan refugee camps and many healing things, no? So anyway, been going around doing puja in many different Tibetan communities, and then he had to go to a monastery. Okay, so the monks had been doing puja, so they had a bag of money, like Indian money, like full of rupees. Yeah, like actually it looks like a lot, but if it's small rupees, it's not. So anyway, a bag full of money. Okay, and they said, okay, now let's go back to the monastery. Okay, so then they went to one train station in India. Yeah. And then they had to board a train, and it was like a 17-hour journey to get near the monastery. Yeah, okay, well, very long in India, no? Okay, and okay, so when they got to finally after 17 hours, when they got out to where they were going to arrive to the station, they went, "Where's the money?" And they thought, "Oh no, we've left the money in the station here." 17 hours back, yeah, we left it on the platform. We were sitting on a bench and we left the bag of money there, yeah. It's like, oh no. So any of us who would just think, okay, forget, impossible, yeah. Indian train station. Those of you who've ever been in an Indian train station, it's really something incredible, yeah. Like so busy, so many people there, incredible, yeah. So Rinpoche said to one of the attendants, okay, now you need to go back and get the money. And he was like, what for? It's ridiculous. There's no money. It's obviously been stolen. And she said, no, you have to go back. Yeah. So then one of the monks, he had to get back on the train for another 17 hours back to where they got on the train. So 17 hours later, he arrived back, got off the train, and on the platform was the bag of money. Yeah? So this is absolutely a miracle. This is, I mean, in any train station in the world, this is impossible, never would happen. But I can tell you, especially in Indian trains, no way, impossible. But anyway, the bag of money was there, yeah? And all the rupees were in it, not one had gone, yeah? So the monk was okay, so he picked up the bag of money, and then he got back on the train, and he went back to the monastery, yeah? Another 17 hours back to the monastery, yeah? So finally arrived with the bag of money and gave the bag of money to Rinpoche, yeah? Rinpoche said, thank you very much. And then immediately he opened the bag and he gave half of it away, yeah? The monks were like, this is all, because they were like a little family, no? The two monks were saying, but Rinpoche, this is all our money. Rinpoche's like, yes. And he gave half the money away immediately for pujas in the monastery, yeah? Which he was always doing, actually, yeah? And then probably after he gave the rest away, I don't know. But anyway, this is a true story, yeah? I mean, Rinpoche, he always said he was like managing resources, yeah, managing merit, managing, you know. And one thing he was always doing is like this thing of making offerings, yeah, okay. So all the time he was making these incredible offerings to the monasteries. Why? To generate energy, to generate punya, to generate merit, which he was then moving around for the benefit of the Dharma, for the healing of many people, and for the well-being of many, many people in many different ways, okay. So this is impossible, yeah, that you could leave a big bag of money, literally saying something like money on it, on an Indian train station, and you go away one day and come back, it's still there. But anyway, it shows actually like the power of positive karma, of punya that Rinpoche had created. It's another impossible possible thing, yeah. So I just wanted to share that story with you, yeah. Really, there's so many incredible stories about Rinpoche, yeah? And bit by bit, hopefully, he always said actually that we should tell these stories, you know. Then we thought we had one idea that didn't happen, that we'd be telling them in Albaniano, yeah, with him, no. But anyway, we're going to tell them like this. And he said, like, my life is like the modern Lalita Vistara, so you need to listen, you need to record, you need to remember, yeah, okay. So anyway, so I just wanted to add that, yeah, okay. And then also bit by bit we try and fill in all the parts, yeah, okay. Okay, so that was just about, you know, Rinpoche's incredible generosity, yeah? And if you have incredible punya and merit, then incredible things happen that's not possible, yeah, for other people, yeah? Okay, anyway, now back to the 7 astrological healing practices of NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2. We did the first one, which is the Tayata On Gati Gati Paragati Parasangati Bodhisaha, yeah? The transcendent perfection of wisdom mantra, yeah? So it's helped us to cross beyond samsara, yeah? Yeah, paramita means this, crossing beyond, transcending, yeah? The samsaric existence, yeah? Number 2, in my book, it's page 64, it says secret mantra, and in Tibetan, it says Geg Tragi Nag Ni. Okay, so it's like the mantra to like kind of get rid of interferences, yeah? So in the book it says actually we do like this. On somebody sama hum hum pe. On grina grina hum hum pe. On grina paya hum hum pe. Om manaya ho bhagavan tiyaradza hum hum pe. Okay, so first I'll explain to you what it is, how we should imagine, yeah? And then if there's any new people, actually fortunately we do have new people in our Sangha, not just old ones. So if there's any new people who didn't receive the transmission of this mantra, anybody who's listening to this live, you can repeat if you like 3 times after me, and then you can receive the mantra, yeah? Okay, then the mantra is yours and you should then practice it, okay? So anyway, we'll do like this, okay? Of course, old people, you know this very well, you have these transmissions, yeah, okay? But why we're doing the transmission is for the new people in our Sangha, okay? So, second one is called secret mantra. So what is this? Om Sumbani Sumahumpe and so on. What does it mean, yeah? So the first thing is you might say, well, it's not a secret now because now we've said it, yeah, okay? But Rinpoche La, he always said, okay, nowadays, all these things, it's true, you can download them off the internet, you can buy books about them, you can watch YouTube about them even, yeah? But they're still secret until you understand how they work, till you have like the wisdom key to get them to open, let's say, yeah? So we need to practice these things and understand what is the real secret of all these. So secret is not that people don't know, but secret is how really it works, how to use, yeah, okay? So Rinpoche always explained like that, yeah, okay? Because it's true, even in Tibet, you know, even all the books that said you're not allowed to read them unless you have the initiation, they were available, you know? So theoretically in Tibet before you could have got all the books on the tantras and things like that, yeah, but still you need the transmission, you need to understand, you need a commentary, you need to understand how to do, and then you need to put into practice. And then gradually the secret reveals itself, yeah? So therefore it's okay, yeah? Anyway, so let me just find my thing I prepared, yeah? Okay. So remember, when we're doing NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing, yeah? We're imagining ourselves, let's say, most of us, we're imagining ourselves in the form of Vajrasattva, yeah? Like pure crystal being, okay? And now what we're going to do is actually when we're going to make what's called a protection fence or a protection circle or a protection palace, or, yeah? We're going to make it a kind of very strong energetic protection around us, yeah? Or around us and the people, let's say our house, our family, our friends, our city. It depends. We can make it very big if we want, yeah? But so why do we need to do this, yeah? Because there's many negative and disturbed energies, yeah? Which is true, we know, yeah? So sometimes it's good to have like this kind of like force field, this energy of positive, this wall, yeah, of energy, where only positive energy can enter and no negative energy can come in. So then we're making a sacred space, yeah? And we need sometimes we need that very much, yeah? A peaceful space, a space where we can do our practice, separated from the normal disturbed experience, yeah? So what we do, yeah? Okay, when we do like Om Sumbani Samahum Pe, which is a Sanskrit mantra, yeah? We imagine to the front of us, in the Vajrayana way, we say to the east of us, that means the front, yeah? There appears like a big black wall of light, actually, yeah, of pure energy, yeah, okay? Then we go like this. To the left side of us, we click, yeah? And we say, Om Grihana, Grihana, Hum Hum Pe, yeah? And then to the left side of us is a huge wall, yeah? Of light, of green light, yeah? Yeah, so what we're doing is making a bit like the sides of a square medieval tent, yeah, okay? Then we do like behind us, Om Grihana Paya, Hum Hum Pe. And then behind us, which in our Vajrayana terminology is to the west of us, behind us, yeah, is a red wall of light. So when we mean a wall of light, we mean huge wall of light, like bigger than the Earth, bigger than the solar system, as big as the universe, like huge, yeah, enormous, yeah, okay? Yeah, so means there's a lot of space inside, yeah, okay? So no need to feel like cramped or anything like this, yeah? And then we go click to this side, yeah? And we imagine on the south side is a yellow, a golden wall of light, yeah? So then what we have is like 4 huge walls of light, yeah? Black, yeah? Green, red, and yellow. So it looks a bit like a medieval tent or something, yeah? Okay. So they go, so in the ancient way of thinking, we say, okay, these walls of light, of energy, yeah, of blessing, they go down to the base of the universe, yeah? Okay. And then they go all the way up to the God realms, yeah? Okay. Like very, very far up, yeah? Okay. And then if we like, actually, this doesn't say here, but anyway. So then we can imagine like a tent, yeah? So under our feet as well is like one gold, like a floor for our tent, a golden floor. And like a tent, a medieval tent, then there would be like a canopy above us, yeah? And it goes up to a point, yeah, on the top, yeah? Okay. But all this is made of light, okay? And it's, so we imagine that what it's constructed of is Vajras, yeah? I actually don't have a Vajra here, but anyway, you all know what a Vajra looks like, yeah? Okay. So there's many, many interlacing. Normally fabrics, they have like this kind of, what do you call it? Like the threads go like this, no? Yeah. So in our walls of Vajra protection, there's many, many Vajras that are like this, yeah? Like sort of like threads, let's say, of Vajras, and some are huge and some are very, very tiny, going down to the microscopic level, yeah? Okay. So it's like it's like Vajra means diamond, okay? Yeah. The Vajra is the nature of bliss and emptiness. Let's say we imagine it's the nature of pure consciousness, yeah, the purest substance in the universe. So nothing negative can come through, yeah, and all the positive energies are kept within this Vajra tent around us, yeah, okay. And not only that, yeah, we have more layers of defenses, yeah. So we have around a 5-colored, like rotating, let's say, whirlwind of 5-colored fire, yeah, which we call the circle of 5 wisdom fires, yeah. So there's like the colors of the 5 supreme healers. There's blue and white and gold and red and green, like this rotating fire. Yeah? Actually, for in Vajrasattva, it's going clockwise, yeah. Okay, so like this. So this is burning away any kind of negative and disturbed emotions, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and even more in the wisdom fires, there's also like 3rd level of defense. There's like tiny little Vajra arrows that are shooting out everywhere, yeah. And why they say that's necessary is they say there's some beings who can live in fire, yeah, okay, who are not burnt by wisdom fire, so then they have these like Vajra arrows like shooting out, like kind of like a video game, like in all directions, yeah. So it means we're in a totally safe, protected space, yeah, okay. Anyway, so in the, let's say, the sadhanas of our tradition, we say around is the Vajra fire, like the fire at the end of the eon, which means like one day the sun will consume the earth, yeah, in 4 billion years or something, yeah, and everything will be burnt up, will be destroyed, yeah. So now the flames of consciousness burn up all delusions around us, yeah. So anyway, so when we do all this, basically we imagine we're in the most safe space in the whole universe, yeah. You know, like we have these idea of people who live in bunkers and, I don't know, nuclear shelters and stuff like that. Actually, they don't look really very nice, actually, the ones I've seen on TV, yeah. But we're in the most energetically safe place in the whole universe, and also it's actually made of consciousness and diamonds, and, you know, it's beautiful, actually, yeah. So we imagine like this. So what this means is like negative energies cannot go or cannot enter, yeah. So they cannot disturb our minds, and also sickness, disease, disharmony, all this kind of thing, yeah. So this Vajra tent, now I can make it as big as the universe, yeah, or we can make it really tiny. So for example, if we, I don't know, let's say we have to go out shopping, yeah. So we're pushing our trolley around the supermarket or something, yeah. Okay, we're Vajrasattva, but we still have to go out shopping, okay. That's how it is, yeah. So I'm Vajrasattva pushing my trolley around the supermarket. Then I can have a kind of tall, thin Vajra tent around me, yeah, if I want, yeah. So it's flexible. It expands this tent, yeah. And of course, we're inside. Usually, we imagine our friends, our family, yeah, many, many people inside that we're protecting them, actually, yeah. Okay. So anyway, so this is how it works. Okay. So Rinpoche, he recommend that we use the Vajra tent, yeah. Okay. Like sometimes there's around us, yeah. Let's say we're in a room full of people and the vibration is not too good. We say, okay, maybe we don't do like this overtly, but we think it, yeah. Okay, so those of you, if there's anybody who never received this mantra before, if you repeat 3 times after me, then you can receive the transmission. So Rinpoche explained like this. Actually, Rinpoche was the first Lama, I think, to start with the streaming. Yeah, he was very avant-garde. Yeah. So he said, as long as it's like live, if we're meditating together, then it's working. But obviously, if it's recording, it's just a recording, and it's not the same, no? Anyway, so okay, so I'm Vajrasattva. Okay, and you're Vajrasattva. Okay, so now I'm going to repeat this mantra 3 times. So the first time, a kind of hologram of these mantras goes from my heart to yours. The second time, it comes like another hologram of the mantra. And this time it's mixing with the mantra in your heart. And then the third time comes a third hologram of a mantra and becomes fixed and inseparable with your subtle mind in your heart chakra. Okay, so then the mantra is yours for you to use. Okay, so those of you who would like, please repeat after me to receive the mantra. Okay, Om Sumbani Sumba Hung Hung Pe. Om Grihana Grihana Hung Hung Pe. Om Grihana Paya Hung Hung Pe. Om Anayaho Bhagawan Vidyaradza Hung Hung Pe. Om Sumbani Sumba Hung Hung Pe. Om Grihana Grihana Hung Hung Pe. Om Grihana Paya Hung Hung Pe. Om Anayaho Bhagawan Vidyaradza Hung Hung Pe. Om Sumbani Sumba Hung Hung Pe. Om Grihana Grihana Hung Hung Pe. Om Grihana Paya Hung Hung Pe. Om Anayaho Bhagawan Vidyaradza Hung Hung Pe. Okay, so like this. So please use as much, all these practices Rinpoche he'd take out from many other very powerful sadhanas that he himself received the teachings from his gurus, yeah, like Kyabje Song Rinpoche, Kyabje Trijam Rinpoche, many others, Kyabje Kabonka Rinpoche. Okay, so he took these out thinking these are the ones that would be the most beneficial for us to use. So please, everybody, let's try and use them more. Okay. And this year, I mean, of course, we're in samsara every year, yeah, but okay, this year we really need to put all this into practice. So let's try, okay? So anytime you feel a little bit, you can put your Vajra tent up, okay, and protect yourself from negative energies, okay, and create your sacred space. Very important, yeah, okay. Okay, so then next is number 3 out of the 7, and number 3 is the Vajrasattva mantra, the mantra of purification. In Tibetan here, what does it say? Dorje Sempe Zung Nagi Gyani. So in Tibetan it says the Dharani of Vajrasattva, yeah, the 100-syllable mantra. Okay, is what it actually says in Tibetan. Yeah? Okay, so very important, actually, preliminary practice and purification practice and healing practice is to repeat the Vajrasattva mantra. So what is the Vajrasattva mantra? Okay, first thing is, okay, it's on page 65, yeah? Okay, most of you know it. Okay, let's sing it together, okay? Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Teno Patishta Drido Mebawa Suto Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Anurakto Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Mepraya Sawa Kama Sutta Me Chitta Sriya Guru ha ho Bhagawa Sawa Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Adri Bhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahum. Actually, that always reminds me of Borobudur, actually, yeah. Like going around Borobudur with Rinpoche Labs, we always used to walk around the bottom doing the big kowa, big circumambulation of 3 kilometers, singing this together with him. No? And of course, in the future, when we can, we'll go back and we'll continue to sing it, yeah, as a group there, okay? So what is Vajrasattva mantra? Why is it so, apart from the fact it sounds quite nice, actually, why is it so interesting? Why is it so important, yeah? Okay, so the Vajrasattva mantra is considered to be one of the methods by which we can purify our karma, okay? So karma in Sanskrit means our actions of body, speech, and mind. Yeah. So in the Lamrim, in the Sutra teachings, the Mahayana teachings, it explains that every action has a result. Yeah. So it's like if we plant a medicine plant, a seed, we'll get a medicine plant with medicine fruits and medicine flowers and so on. And if we plant a poisonous seed, what we'll get, if all the conditions are there, we'll get a poisonous tree and a poisonous plant. Yeah. So everything depends on what we ourselves do. No? Yeah. We are responsible for our own experience. Yeah, the only one who can experience the results of our own karma is us, by the way. We can't experience anybody else's karma. Okay. So in the Mahayana teachings, like in the Lamrim, for example, they explain that every day we're doing like countless actually negative actions. Why they're negative is because we don't understand how things work. In Buddhism, we don't, when we say negative, we don't mean, oh, you're a terrible person, you're evil, you have original sin. Not like that. No. What we mean by negative is that we don't know how things work. Yeah. Actually, we might have wonderful intentions, but because we don't know how things exist and function, then everything is kind of like our mind has a design fault and everything kind of goes wrong, basically. Yeah. So by negative, we mean like that. Okay. Yeah. Based on unknowing. Yeah. So anyway, every day we create countless actions of body, speech, and mind, which are based on seeing the world in the wrong way. So as a result, we develop desire, we develop aversion, we develop pride, jealousy, all kinds of emotions. Yeah. A lot of them aren't so positive. I mean, some are positive. Yeah. But even so, we say they're contaminated by dualism. But anyway, so every day we accumulate actually according to the Lamrim teachings, lots of negative actions. Yeah. Why they're negative is because they're binding us more tightly within samsara. Why? Because we're continuously reinforcing the wrong worldview. Yeah. This idea of I'm separate from everything else. Things have a permanent essence. Yeah. Yeah. We see everything in the wrong way. So we're continuously reinforcing this wrong worldview. Okay. So what are we going to do if everything we do, basically, of our body and speech and mind is reinforcing our personal samsara? How on earth are we ever going to get out of it? Yeah. So basically, there's two ways. Yeah. One is understand the nature of emptiness. Yeah, which is actually not so easy to start with. Or we can gradually do things like, for example, we can gradually reduce the power of our negative karma. Yeah. Through, for example, the practice of Vajrasattva. Yeah. Okay. So this is why in Vajrayana Buddhism we're so interested in it, because our subtle mind, okay, records everything we do. Yeah. We can't cheat. Maybe we can try and cheat other people, but we cannot cheat our own mind. Yeah. Everything is recorded. Yeah. Everything we think. Yeah. Everything we say, all our physical actions, it's all recorded on our subtle mind. Yeah. And the thing is, we have to know how. Can you imagine if you never erased anything off your computer? No. What a mess it would become. Yeah. So we need to learn to erase these things from our subtle. Rinpoche used to call it the inner space disk. So we need to erase these impressions of our body, of our body, speech, and mind, the ones based on dualism, from our very subtle inner space disk, our very subtle mind. Okay. So one very powerful way to do that is the meditation and recitation on the Vajrasattva mantra. Okay, so in NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing, if you remember, Rinpoche said, anyway, when we do this practice, we arise as Guru, Buddha, Vajrasattva. Yeah. So first, yeah, after we do the Guru Yoga, yeah, we dissolve our Guru into our heart, and then we say Om Sobawa Shuddha Sawa Dhamma Sobawa Shuddhoha. And it's like everything, our ordinary vision switches off, yeah, like the old TVs used to do, like switch off an old TV. No, hardly anybody's got one anymore, but in the olden days, in the 1980s, yeah, when you switched off a TV, it went down to one little point and then the point disappeared. So we do like this, everything disappears. Our normal world, our town, our job, our identity, our bank balance, all disappear, yeah. And then out of the space of possibility, actually, yeah, emptiness is not nothingness. It's the incredible how things actually work, yeah, because things don't truly have a permanent essence. Actually, it means that if we create the right cause, everything is possible. Yeah, we can change the world in the better way. No? So out of the space of possibility, We then arise as a beam of light, and each one of us arises Guru Buddha Vajrasattva, a pure crystal being, okay? So we do the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing practice like this. We have this body of light, yeah? Pure crystal light, yeah? If you like, you can have like a rainbow halo around you, like Buddha Shakyamuni above me, yeah? Like very beautiful, and we're sat on a lotus flower, a sun, and a moon disk, okay? Yeah? All very, very powerful, very significant, very meaningful, okay? So anyway, when we do the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing practice, the whole thing, we are in the form of Vajrasattva. So Vajrasattva is a big thing in NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing practice, yeah? And so now, what we're going to do is the practice of what's called the 100-syllable mantra of Vajrasattva, yeah? Okay? So when people first hear this, they think, oh God, Buddha, whatever, this is so long. Yeah? How am I? This is our first impression. I will never memorize this Om Vajrasattva Samaya. But actually, you know what? We only have to do some few times, and we do. Yeah? We shouldn't be put off by the idea that things are too long, because actually our mind is very clever, you know. So no problem, and we repeat like sometimes like some malas of the mantra, and then it comes easily. Don't worry, yeah. But if somebody really, you have some difficulty with memory and concentration, then Rinpoche said you can do Om Guru Buddha Siddhi Vajrasattva, Om Guru Buddha Vajrasattva Siddhi Hum, yeah, or Om Vajrasattva Hum. There's three possibilities, yeah. So please don't be put off, yeah. And also just saying Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, very powerful, yeah, okay. So don't be put off by the 100-syllable mantra, yeah. Why there's 100 syllables in the Vajrasattva mantra actually is very interesting, yeah. Okay, so of course the founder of Buddhism is Buddha Shakyamuni. Here's a picture of him above my head, okay. Okay, so of course everything comes from Buddha Shakyamuni. So we say from one Buddha, that from one Buddha family, one Buddha Shakyamuni, comes three Buddha families. So what do we mean by this? So the three Buddha families are what we call the Buddha family, the Lotus family, and the Vajra family. Yeah. So these are represented by the wheel family. The Buddha family is represented by Buddha. Yeah. The Lotus family is represented by Buddha Chenrezig. Yeah. And the Vajra family is represented by Vajrapani. Okay. So in the lower tantras, for example, I don't know, like Chenrezig, Tara, Manjusri, many, yeah, Vajrapani, we have these three Buddha families, okay? Now, what does this three Buddhas remind you all of, yeah, okay? So hopefully some of you should be thinking of Mendut Temple in Borobudur, yeah? If you remember, the Mendut is kind of the gateway into the Borobudur temple complex, yeah? So we always say, oh, Borobudur, Borobudur, no? Don't we? This mandala of the 5 supreme healers and the 5 mothers that Lama Caroline Rinpoche introduced us all to many times, yeah? And they had this kind of vision, this revelation, from which he wrote down this, you know, the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing practice, and then the NgalSo system that he started to share with many friend and disciple all over the world, yeah? So anyway, the Borobudur temple complex is not just Borobudur, yeah? Actually, there's a kind of what we would say is like a kind of gatehouse or something. The first temple, actually, is something called Mendut Temple, which is a few kilometers away, yeah? And there is a beautiful Kandi, one temple, and inside is a beautiful image of Buddha Shakyamuni. On one side is Chenrezig, the other side is Vajrapani, yeah? These three Buddha families, yeah? So important, yeah? And this, anyway, in Vajrayana Buddhism, we have like Om, Ah, Hum, 3 energies, okay? Very important. So we say from one energy, one Buddha, come 3 Buddha families, yeah? Okay? Like, and if we want to put them on the body, like for example, let me think, here is Chenrezig, okay? The throat chakra, and the heart, Hum, this is Vajrapani, so here would be Buddha Shakyamuni, yeah? Om, Buddha Shakyamuni, white, yeah? White light, yeah? Throat, red, Chenrezig, the Lotus family, and in the heart, blue light, the Vajra family, Vajrapani, yeah? Okay? So these are overcoming ignorance, unknowing, transforming into wisdom. And here is transforming unlimited desire, transforming into satisfaction, contentment. And in the heart is transforming anger and aggression and frustration and transforming into love, unconditional love, actually, yeah, mental stability. Okay, so Om Hum Shakyamuni Buddha, Chenrezi, and Vajrapani, Buddha family, Lotus family, and Vajra family. Okay, so from one Buddha come three Buddha families. Yeah. Now this Rinpoche Lama Gachin explained many times. Okay, so I'm just repeating what I heard from him. Yeah, but it's very interesting explanation. Yeah. So from one Buddha family, from Buddha Shakyamuni come three Buddhas. Yeah, and from three Buddhas come five Buddhas. Yeah. So who are these five Buddhas? So these five Buddhas are our friends, the five Dhyani Buddhas, the five supreme healers. So the five Dhyani Buddhas are, in the crown chakra is white supreme healer Vairocana, who transforms ignorance into the mirror-like wisdom. Yeah. In our throat is red supreme healer Amitabha, who transforms unlimited desire into the supreme discriminating wisdom. In our heart chakra is blue supreme healer Akshobhya, who transforms ignorance into what's called the Dharma Dhatu wisdom, which is understanding clearly the nature of phenomena. In our navel chakra is yellow supreme healer Ratnasambhava, who transforms miserliness and pride. Actually, the way we deal with the material world, actually, yeah, transforms this into the exalted wisdom of generosity. And in the secret chakra is supreme healer Amoghasiddhi, who transforms our normal emotions of fear and jealousy, yeah, and the survival instinct transforms into the all-accomplishing exalted wisdom. Yeah. Okay. So from three energies, yeah, come five energies. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so okay, so okay, like, so there's Buddha is okay. How can I say? Okay, so the Buddha, yeah, okay. In the three energy system, the Buddha represents overcoming ignorance. Okay, yeah, he's like the central point. So normally, yeah, our mind is unbalanced. Imagine this is this seesaw thing for children. You know, this thing that children sit on and they go like this. Yeah. So because we have ignorance, because we don't understand reality, because we don't see things properly, every time we see something that gives us like an attractive sensation, a nice feeling, nice sensation, we grasp at it, we want it, I want it. If only I had that, or that person, or that thing, or that holiday. If I had that, I would truly be happy, and we develop attachment, desirous attachment for it. Yeah, okay. And then our mind over-exaggerates its good qualities and gets obsessed. Yeah, okay. We get fixated. Yeah, we think this is true. Yeah, we become obsessed. So that's not a healthy state of mind. Yeah, so the mind goes like this. Yeah. The other side of our normal mind, based on ignorance, is that every time we have something uncomfortable, something wrong, something unpleasant, yeah, we develop aversion or hatred towards that sensation, that person, that object. So we see we have an unpleasant experience, yeah, and then we over-exaggerate its bad qualities, yeah, and then we become obsessed with them, yeah, and so we think it's true, it's real, yeah, then we get obsessed also in an unhealthy way. So all the time our mind's going like this, yeah, desire, hatred, desire, hatred, desire, hatred, yeah, all day long, yeah, like this, yeah, and in the middle is the unknowing, yeah, okay. So this is like a little generator, no? And from this, it's like, you know, one of these perpetual motion machines. It never stops, yeah? Well, this is generating our samsara, yeah? So normally we say like this, the three Buddha families, because they're healing this, no? Buddha is healing the ignorance, yeah? Chenrezi, the Lotus family, is transforming this grasping objects, yeah? And Vajrapani, the Vajra family, is transforming this one, yeah, okay? So that's why there's three Buddha families, yeah, okay? So how come then there's five Buddha families, yeah, okay? So from one Buddha, okay, yeah, you can see this is actually very interesting explanation, though, isn't it? Because we don't perceive things correctly, yeah, because our mind was delivered to us broken, our perceptual mechanism, our brain and our mind and everything, since the moment we were born, it was broken, there was something wrong with it. So we always perceive things wrongly, yeah? So of course things don't go right, yeah? What else could we expect, yeah? Okay. But not only is this happening, this this axis, desire and hatred, but even worse, there's another one like this, okay? So there's our perpetual motion generator of samsara has actually got two of these going. One is this desire, hatred, and the other one is fear and materialism, yeah? So this is where, and again, the central point is the same, because we don't see things properly, we don't understand reality, yeah? So this is where the energies of Amoga Siddhi and Ratnasambhava come from. Actually, now there's 5 Buddhas. So where do the other 2 come from? Yeah? Like fear and materialism. So this is another way of how our mind becomes imbalanced, how we create our personal samsara. Yeah. So this is very much about how we relate to the material world. Actually, yeah. So actually, this is actually a very relevant subject at the moment. No? Because it's always relevant, but especially now in the pandemic, like many of our friends are having economic problems, yeah, unfortunately, yeah. And like so many of us this year, our money went down, yeah, our income is less than before, we're not doing so well financially. So then if the money goes down, there comes big fear, yeah, okay? It's like sort of programmed into our mind, yeah, like it's an existential fear, yeah, okay? So and it's like the survival instinct, isn't it? Yeah. So if we don't have enough money, enough resources, yeah, big fears coming, yeah, okay. And conversely, I mean, few people this year, let's say, but it's possible. So some people have like a lot of money. I don't know, maybe people selling masks, maybe people selling masks and making a lot of money. So they're making millions and millions this year, and they're feeling very comfortable, yeah. So the other response of this axis is like if everything's going very well for you materially, then you become like super like kind of proud, you know, like, do you know what I mean? Like you become like very kind of proud and pompous and, you know, arrogant actually, yeah. So there's these 2 wrong ways of like, you know, so if you have too much, you get like proud, yeah, okay, and that you end up wanting to put a statue of yourself in the city square or something, yeah. On the other one is if you don't have enough, you develop like very strong fear, like super strong fear. No? So then again, this is another personal samsara generator, isn't it? Yeah, like pride, like miserliness, fear. Yeah, it's all. Actually, this one is also to do. It's how we're dealing with money, material resources, and so on. Yeah, it's about resources and survival. Yeah, the lower chakras are the survival instinct, aren't they? Yeah. So we have 2 of these samsara generators, yeah. So from one Buddha, yeah. Of course, Rinpoche always said if we like, we can just do one mantra: Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakya Muni Asoha. With this, we can do everything. There's no need to do anything else, yeah. But he said somehow our minds are not like that. We like everything, no. So therefore, we like very much. We like Chenrezi, we like Tara, we like Vajrapani, yeah, all this kind of thing, yeah. So we like the 3 Buddha families, yeah. We also like very much the 5 Buddha families, yeah, okay? Why we like them is because they're solutions to our problems, aren't they, yeah? So from 1 Buddha family come 3 Buddha families, from 5 Buddha families, yeah, actually come 20 Buddha families, and then from 20 Buddha families come 100 Buddha families, yeah, okay? Which is like the maximum, let's say, development of this idea, yeah? So actually, the Vajrasattva mantra, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya, etc., there's 100 syllables. So it's purifying the 100, let's say, building blocks of reality within our body and mind. Yeah, okay. So the idea is that if we continue to do this practice and recite this mantra and so on, these 100 essential energies will be purified. Yeah, okay. So whether we want to think in terms of 1 energy or 3 energies or 5 energies or 20 energies or 100 energies, anyway, Vajrasattva is working incredibly well, yeah, to purify our body, speech, and mind on many, many different levels, yeah, okay. So how are we going to do this Vajrasattva meditation, yeah? Okay, so there's actually many explanations about Vajrasattva, yeah. And I was just looking, yeah. So I've actually found 2. Actually, I thought I might share with you. One is actually something that Rinpoche said himself in 1992, one time, I think, yeah. When he was 1993, yeah. Actually, I've said this before, but when Rinpoche first started to share the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing teachings after he come back from Indonesia, We did 2 retreats. One was in the mountains near Torino, and the second one was in a place called the Spring of Dharma in Velletri, which is near Rome. This was in the spring of 1993. So at that time, Rinpoche was giving the Vajrasattva practice, yeah? So fortunately, I wrote down what he said, yeah? So actually, this I said before, about 2 months ago, but anyway, maybe I quickly repeat, yeah? So it was nice what Rinpoche said, yeah? So anyway, so Rinpoche said regarding, I mean, he said many times, no, but this is what I have written down. He said, okay, Buddha Vajrasattva is one of the most important tantric Buddhas, yeah? Tantric deities, yeah? Okay. And it says, what is the benefit of doing this practice? The benefit of doing Vajrasattva practice, the diamond essence practice, is to purify our negativities, yeah? So then Rinpoche said, what is negativity? So he said, for example, all our life, the whole life long, everything we think each second is negative, yeah? So that's a bit of a depressing thought, but anyway. Why? Because we have this, not because we're bad, yeah, but because we have this dualistic point of view, because our mental computer's broken, yeah, it's not working properly, so it's churning out wrong ways of seeing reality, yeah. I mean, fundamentally, we're good and we're pure, yeah. Yeah, we need to recover our inner purity, our inner goodness, which is there, but now it's kind of covered by unknowing and mistaken action, yeah. So what Vajrasattva does, it's kind of like helps us to get back to the inner beauty, actually. Helps us to rediscover this. So with Vajrasattva, we have to understand this is the point, yeah? We are very beautiful inside. We are very pure and very lovely, but it's kind of like covered by garbage or something, yeah? In the, I've forgotten which school of Chinese Buddhism, but they have a very nice example, yeah? So it says, okay, you're walking down the road one day, and that, like nowadays, we always have those like big garbage bins, don't we? Recycling bins. So you happen to be walking down the road, and then one of the lids is open in those bins, and you see something, yeah, kind of something strange, something shiny or something, and then you can't. I mean, not that normally we would go in the garbage bin, but somehow we feel compelled, and we put our hand in, and we pull out this thing, yeah, okay. There's something in there, like kind of heavy and like shiny, but around is something like dirty rag, you know, something horrible. But anyway, we can't help it. So then we start to open this very dirty rag, yeah, like this, very dirty. And then all of a sudden we find a beautiful golden Buddha and be like, wow, incredible. I found a beautiful golden, we'd be dancing around, wouldn't we? Yeah. We'd be so happy to find like a solid gold Buddha in a garbage bin, yeah. And we'd be over the moon, delighted, elated, no? So this is the example, yeah. We have Buddha nature. We are fundamentally fantastic, wonderful, lovely people, yeah. So nice, yeah. But our nature, our very good, pure nature, is covered by errors, mistakes. Why? Because of this, yeah, this action generator, yeah. Because of unknowing all the time, desire, hatred, yeah. All this is going day and night, yeah. And it's creating our personal samsara, creating like this garbage around us, yeah, this pollution, this disturbance, yeah, okay. And then also the money problem, yeah, like, oh, not enough, too much, not enough, too much, not, yeah, there's two things going on there, yeah. So because of our delusion, because of our desire, our hatred, our pride, our delusions, yeah, and because of our mistaken actions, our beautiful Buddha nature is like this golden Buddha that's wrapped up in dirty rags in a garbage can, yeah? So this is what we have to do. Look inside the garbage can of our body and mind, yeah? This is the sutra teaching, okay? And then we have to discover inside there's a beautiful golden Buddha, our Buddha nature in the center, okay? Yeah? So this is what we're going to do with Vajrasattva. So please don't think, oh, I mean, when we do Vajrasattva practice, okay, we talk about, oh, we should regret and things like that. But it's not, the idea is not to make ourselves feel worse. There's no need. We already feel bad this year here. The idea is to recover our inner purity and feel better. It means to feel more happy, more joyful, yeah? And also, because in Buddhism we believe in our Buddha nature, our essential goodness, yeah, we don't have this like guilty feeling, okay, yeah? Well, of course, sometimes we feel regret, you know, because we made a mistake, but it's different, yeah? It's like, oops, yeah, shouldn't have done that, yeah? Different feeling, yeah? So anyway, so Rinpoche last said, everything we do, each second's a bit harder, is negative, yeah, okay? And he said, all this thinking that you are doing, yeah, all the time, day and night, there's no reason it's not beneficial, yeah? So we have a lot to purify if our life is like that, no? Yeah. So then Rinpoche said, everything comes from our minds, yeah? Okay, so if our mind is negative, it produces a negative experience, yeah? But if our mind is positive, then we produce a positive experience. It's not fixed, yeah? So this is the idea of NgalSo, yeah, okay? We don't want anymore to go on the negative direction and create suffering and unhappiness for ourselves and others. So we need to change the position of our mind, yeah? Put on the positive way, yeah? So Rinpoche said, we have too many negative minds, like jealousy, like anger, yeah? And then he said also, he said, you all think too much, like thinking, maybe I do this, maybe I do that, yeah? And he says the result is that our minds become too heavy and we need purification, yeah? Okay. So this is like actually something really strong to take on board, yeah? Okay. Okay, and then, so we have three actions of body, speech, and mind, okay, yeah? So Rinpoche talked about this mind one. Rinpoche says like very easy words, okay, but actually very deep what he says, yeah? Of course, we have tons of explanations about Vajrasattva, but me personally, I like to also reflect about what Rinpoche actually said, his explanation, yeah? Because it was truly coming from the heart, from somebody that knew what they were talking about, yeah? Okay, so first one, he was talking about mind purification. Second one, we need to purify our speech. He said, so of course we need to talk, yeah? But it says you will talk too much. He said, unnecessary speaking is making speech negativities, yeah? And he says, we have many speech negativities. So then you have too much suffering, yeah? And so he gave this example. He said, if somebody says something nice to us, yeah, we become happy immediately, yeah? But if somebody says something negative to us, immediately we get angry and we suffer and we think, why are they like that to me? Yeah? And also not only that, but maybe somebody says something negative to us one time and then we don't let go of it, no? Yeah, it's not like we like pick it up and then drop it, yeah? No, it's like we hold cling to it very strongly, yeah? We don't drop it, no? So then Rinpoche said, okay, so immediately we have reactions with our body, speech, and mind, yeah? So then we have many negativities, we fight with people, we have many negative emotions, and all day long we feel uncomfortable, even just because of one small word, yeah? So he said, all your life's going like that, yeah? So he said, each one of us, we need to check personally how much negativity we're creating, yeah? So Rinpoche said, if we just do a little negativity, okay. So he said, even if we do just a little bit of negativity, if we don't take care, it's growing, no? So then actually, finally, yeah, there's a lot of suffering coming, yeah? And whatever we do comes back to us, yeah? So then we will have too much suffering. So I said, okay, we need to purify all this, yeah? Okay? Then Rinpoche said, speech negativities have too much power, yeah? And he said, you don't understand how powerful your speech is, yeah? And he said, even one small word can destroy your life, yeah? With just one word, it's all finished, yeah? Yeah. So this actually is true. Now, Rinpoche was always saying, that our speech, if we didn't take care, was like saying something negative was more than shooting somebody with a gun, yeah? So we need to keep it shut, yeah? Unless we want to say something positive. That's why Rinpoche, he always said, we need to look with peace, talk with peace, only say nice things to people, yeah? And okay, maybe we have a tendency to want to gossip or to slander or divide people or swear, like use our speech in a negative way. But he said, look, all you're going to get is suffering, yeah? No need, no? So we should think, this is bad for me, yeah? I've tried many times and I always got bad results and I'm not going to do it because I know it's going to hurt me, okay? And so he said, whatever speech negativity we say, finally will come back to us and we'll suffer too much, yeah? And then Rinpoche said, all the time, you Westerners, you modern people, not just Western people, all people, he said, we're saying, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, yeah? Like repeating this kind of thing all the time. And he said, finally, what happens is your mind gets blocked, yeah? Because it's too powerful, your speech, yeah? Then it's also affecting your thoughts, yeah? Okay? So he said, anyway, so we need to take care. And okay, so what we have all these kind of negativities, yeah. So we need one method to purify them. So fortunately, we have the Vajrasattva healing method, yeah. Fortunately, so no, actually, don't worry, no need to worry. So now let's get on to how to do the Vajrasattva practice. Hopefully, what Rinpoche said, that basically like every moment of our waking day, whatever we say and do and think is negative, yeah, should be enough to convince us that we need to do the Vajrasattva practice, yeah, and start to transform how we think, to purify that kind of tendency of negativity, of dualism within our body, speech, and mind, yeah, okay? So how are we going to do it? Okay, so let me just find my document, okay? Actually, now I'm going to look at something called, from Rinpoche's book called The Jeweled Staircase, yeah? Actually, Rinpoche actually has made many, many, many books, okay? Not all of them have we managed to publish and present really yet. Gradually we will do in honor of Rinpoche, okay? So anyway, so the Rinpoche made one book called The Jeweled Staircase, which is an explanation of Sutra, the Lamrim, and the different classes of Tantra, which we did the Vajravali, and we later discovered that was super interesting, yeah, okay? So within there, it explains very clearly how to meditate on Vajrasattva, okay? So what we do like this, yeah, okay? Okay, and remember, Rinpoche, he said explicitly that everybody can practice the meditations of self-healing. He said himself, I take responsibility, yeah, okay? No need to worry, yeah? He said, you share the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing practice, yeah? Well, I'm saying this because normally these kind of explanations are not given like openly, no? But Rinpoche said, now the world is in a very difficult place, yeah? There's many kinds of suffering, overpopulation, so many difficulties, yeah? So these healing methods cannot be just for a few people sat up in a Tibetan monastery or something like that. So please share with as many people as possible, which is actually the wish of Shakyamuni Buddha, no? Remember, what we call the Buddhism, the Dharma, was based on the historical Buddha's experience. And why? He sought awakening is to overcome human suffering, yeah? So he would just talk to anybody who came to talk to the Buddha. He would just explain it according to that person's capacity, a method to help them, yeah? So Rinpoche, he wanted to do the same and present many methods that anybody in the world was welcome to try, okay? So anyway, so like this, so there we're explaining all these things, okay? Yeah. So we have Vajrasattva, okay? Pure crystal being, yeah? Actually, we're sat on a beautiful lotus flower, which symbolizes definite emergence. I definitely want to get out of my personal samsara. I'm fed up of me. Yeah, again and again and again, the same boring, miserable set of emotions and behavior, never bringing happiness to myself, to others, yeah? Again and again and again, day after day, year after year, life after life. I'm so boring. I'm so fed up of me. I want a new me, a new life, yeah? I want something better. That's definite emergence, yeah? Nejung, or what we call in the West renunciation, yeah? Okay. So it's not just giving something up, it means we know there's something better, yeah? Okay. On top of the lotus, sometimes there's a moon and a sun, yeah? Or sometimes just a moon, yeah? Okay, but actually should be a sun and a moon. Why? Because it's two bodhicittas, yeah? Okay. And Rinpoche always said, he said, you Western people, you sent astronauts to the moon and it cost billions or trillions of dollars, and what a waste of time. You just brought back some rocks, yeah? He said, we Tibetan lamas, we go to see the moon every day. We sit on the moon every day. We bring back the cool, fresh nature of bodhicitta, yeah? So he said, you need to go to the moon like us. He's repeated this about 1,000 times, I think, yeah? So anyway, so we're Vajrasattva, yeah? Yeah, all of us, yeah? Crystal being, so made of subtle energy. So that feels immediately good now. So it means, oh, my back's hurting. Not anymore. I'm Vajrasattva. I'm the pure crystal being, okay? So then, above our head, yeah, from the white syllable bam, yeah, it says one about this much above your head, yeah, appears a one beautiful lotus, okay, white lotus, yeah, okay. It says beautiful lotus with many branches, leaves, and so on. Actually, sometimes they say like 1,000-petaled lotus. And lotuses, I don't know if you've ever actually seen a real lotus, but they have like a kind of top, yeah, and they have this long like stem that goes down actually to the bottom of the dirty lake where they grow, yeah. So above our head is this beautiful white lotus, yeah, okay. And so then there's like this stem, and where does it go? There's on the top of our head, yeah. There's something called the door of Brahma, yeah, okay. So when we are young children, no, we have what's called a fontanella. The bones are not fixed in our head, and gradually, I don't know how old, but anyway, they gradually fuse together, no, yeah. So in many different systems of meditation, like yoga and Buddhism, we believe that there is the door of Brahma, where the mind actually is one place where the mind goes out at the time of death, yeah, okay? And it's one door of what we call the central channel, yeah? So there's this long lotus flower, and then this stalk is going down, actually, through the Brahma door in our head, yeah? Okay? So there's actually a white 8-petaled lotus, yeah, with beautiful pistils, yeah. And the white lotus symbolizes that Vajrasattva is completely free of any fault or defect, yeah. And the 8 lotus petals symbolize that Vajrasattva performs enlightened action for the benefit of all migrating beings, yeah. And so what are these 8 things? That's the first 4 is what we call the 4 immeasurable thoughts, which is like we do at the beginning of the NgalSo self-healing practice now. So the Semchen Tamche Dewa Dan Dewa Gyudan Dempa Gyuchi. May all beings have happiness and its causes. Yeah, okay, that's the first one. The next one is Semchen Tamche Dunyal Dan Dunyal Gi Gyudan Drawa Gyuchi. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. That's the second one. Third one is Semchen Tamche Dunyal Mepe Dewa Dami Drawa Gyuchi. May all beings have the happiness that is beyond all suffering. And the fourth one is Semchen Tamche Nyerin Chada Nidan Drawa Tamnyola Nepa Gyuchi. May all beings dwell in equanimity, unaffected by attraction to dear ones and aversion to others. Okay. So there's 8 petals, yeah, above our head. So the first 4 petals, let's say the main directions, yeah. These are the 4 limitless thoughts, yeah. Very important to turn the mind towards bodhicitta. And the 4 intermediate petals are what we call the 4 trinli, the 4 awakened actions of pacification, increase, charisma, and what we now call turbo action, which means everything's working like super well, like switching on a rocket, yeah, okay. Anyway. Okay, so there's a lotus. It's a bit like we have, like a vase or something. If you have like a long flower vase and you put like a flower in it, yeah. So the center of our central channel is in the center of our body of light, and then this stem is going down, actually, yeah, down to our heart. So this is where all the nectars are going to come down, yeah, okay? The purifying nectars, yeah, okay? Okay. Actually, no, this I'm going to explain in detail, yeah? Why? Because anyway, Rinpoche, it's in Rinpoche's book, yeah? Like I say, Rinpoche's books, they're all interlocking, yeah? I say we can't make a book that's like about that big, like a meter across. So that means we need to read all Rinpoche's books, yeah? And then we get the whole picture, yeah? So anyway, so on top of this lotus, from the white letter A is the sound of emptiness, yeah? There appears a full moon, okay? Yeah, which is like a full moon, full of light, but radiating cool light nectars. So this is the energy of bodhicitta, yeah, okay? Okay, so of course, when we see the moon, we have this like very pleasant feeling. In ancient India, yeah, no, not just in India, but let's say Buddhism comes from India, no? So in the summer, it's very hot, yeah? So in the evening, when the moon is out, it's very cool, fresh feeling, yeah? So from this, they got the idea that it's like symbol of bodhicitta, because just like that cool, refreshing feeling in the night of India, of the summer, yeah? In the same way, the mind of bodhicitta, the 2 bodhicittas, are cooling down the heat of our delusions, of our negative emotions, okay? So anyway, so here is a beautiful full moon disk, okay? Yeah. And also white, because, white is symbolic of virtue, of gewa, of positive energy, okay? Okay. So anyway, so the cool moon nectar energy, yeah, dispels like the suffering of heat, which is the heat of delusion, which is due to thinking about yourself. Yeah. Okay. So it's pacifying this, like, so what we would call selfishness and ego now in the West, yeah, in the modern society, no, like this me and me first. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're driving along in the car, yeah, and there's one parking place, yeah, and you don't think, oh, there's another person parked there, maybe one old lady, maybe I should let them have in the parking place. We just go like, poof, it's mine, yeah, okay. So this is like a very, very strong instinct that people have, yeah. It's not, we all have this, yeah. From I comes mine, yeah. From mine comes all the problems, yeah, yeah. So this, anyway, so the bodhicittas are pacifying this I and the two bodhicittas, this pacifying the I and the mind, yeah, which is causing us incredible suffering, actually, yeah. Okay, so also, like, if we look at like now it's full moon, no, yesterday was full moon, yeah, okay. If you look at the full moon in the sky, it's radiating light, isn't it? Beautiful, okay. So the radiance of the full moon is okay, so it's like represents that taking care of other people's interest. Okay, so we're doing all this kind of visualization. Why? Actually, it's not for ourselves, it's for the benefit of all beings. Yeah. Okay. So then above, on this moon above, appears a letter hung. Okay, so you may or may not know what a letter hung looks like in Tibetan. Yeah. If you don't, no problem. You can put a letter H, yeah, Aka, yeah, and put a 0 above it, yeah, a white one, yeah, made of light, yeah, okay. If you can put the Tibetan hung, it's nice, yeah. Also very meaningful. The shape actually is related to the 5 supreme healers: white vision, red vision, black vision, clear light. Very beautiful. But if not, never mind. We do what's possible. Here we have one H, yeah. We could do like a capital H or something, yeah, with a 0 point. Why? Because the tigli represents all things that are empty of inherent existence. Yeah. Okay. So then the hung, yeah, the by the way, the 0 is the 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 we call the nasal, the bit, yeah, okay. And when we write hung or hum, it's the same, by the way. It's trying to represent this kind of nasal sound, yeah, yeah. So, and also when we say it, we should feel like the vibration is going up through the palate, yeah, up towards the top of our head, yeah. So when we say it properly, we feel a vibration, okay. So anyway, above our head is a lotus, on that is a moon disk, and above that is a white letter hung, which melts into light, and there appears a standing up white 5-pronged Vajra, whose nature is the nature of ultimate bodhicitta, understanding the nature of phenomena. And in the hub, the little center, is a tiny little hung, yeah, okay? So how big should the Vajra be? It should be the size of a thumb, yeah, so like that big above your head, okay, yeah? Okay, so why do we visualize a Vajra above our head? So actually Vajra means diamond. Do, in Tibetan, doje. Do is stone, and je means lord. So the lord of stone is the diamond, yeah? And so the diamond, until recently, was the hardest, like, material, yeah, okay. So anything, you cut anything with a diamond, yeah, okay. But very difficult for anything else to cut a diamond, yeah, okay. So that's why we say that. That's why we represent the wisdom, understanding, emptiness as a diamond, yeah, because ultimate bodhicitta, yeah, the understanding of reality, can destroy the grasping at self, the dualistic appearance, yeah, okay. Yeah. But no other kind of delusion can destroy it, yeah. That's why it's like a diamond, yeah. So kind of similar, yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyway, actually, all this is so incredibly deep and profound. I tell you, every single part of the self-healing practice we can talk for like forever, actually. So I don't have a Vajra here, but anyway, okay, never mind. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, next time I'll show you a Vajra, okay? But anyway, you all know what a Vajra looks like, yeah? Vajra has like this sphere in the center, yeah? And then 2 sets of 5 prongs on each side, yeah? So the the two sets of 5 prongs represent the five Buddha families, the male ones, and on the other side are the 5 great element mothers. Yeah, so it's the transformation of the 5 consciousnesses and the 5 elements. Yeah, so the Vajra is an incredibly deep and meaningful symbol. Yeah, actually, inside one Vajra is showing the whole path to enlightenment. Actually, if we understand why. Yeah, which is one reason why we always need to keep a Vajra with us. Yeah, okay, because everything is there. Yeah, in a very kind of symbolic way, but showing us what we need to do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And actually, the central prong, the center of the Vajra is the mirror light wisdom, which is the wisdom of Supreme Healer Vairocana. Okay? Yeah? Anyway. So interesting, yeah? Okay? So, anyway, so incredible, yeah? All this we need, okay, actually, this I will tell you. Like the Vajra, there's like a central hub, like a sphere, okay, which represents actually new bliss and emptiness. From there comes 2 lotuses, yeah? And on top of the 2 lotuses are 2 moon discs, yeah, okay? And then from these come out these 5 prongs, yeah? So there's 2 moon discs. Why the 2 moon discs? Why? Because it represents the freedom of the 2 obscurations, yeah, okay? So what are the 2 obscurations? Rinpoche used to talk about this, yeah? So one is the obscuration to liberation and the obscuration to omniscience, yeah? So we need to purify both of those in order to become awakened, to become a Buddha, yeah? Yeah? Anyway, incredible things, yeah? Okay? Yeah, so anyway, so the center of the Vajra is the new bliss, the spontaneously born new bliss and emptiness, yeah? Okay? So interesting, the symbolism of a Vajra. So we have a Vajra on top of our head, yeah? So maybe if you can't visualize Vajrasattva, you can imagine a Vajra on top of your head, okay? So then infinite light rays go out from the letter Hung and the Vajra on top of your head, yeah? And at the tip of each light rays, there are offering goddesses, yeah? Who hold many different offering substances, who make offerings to all the victors, all the Buddhas and their spiritual sons and daughters, the Bodhisattvas, in the 10 directions of the universe, yeah? Okay? So why do we need to do this? You might think, well, surely Buddha has everything, yeah? Why does he need me to make an offering, yeah? So actually, Buddha, or the Buddhas, there's many now, they actually don't need me or you to make an offering, but we need to make offerings to them. Why? Because we need to accumulate punya, or positive energy, yeah? And one of the best ways to accumulate punya, which is the fuel for our spiritual practice, is to make offerings to Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and also to people who've been very kind to us. Not just Buddhas, by the way, for example, our gurus, our parents, and anybody who's been truly kind to us and helped us. We need to make offerings to them, like, give back, give something to them, So anyway, so we imagine that from the Hung go out to the 10 direct, like a kind of rainbow, like Shakyamuni Buddha above my head, to come out rainbows. And on every rainbow light is an offering goddess who's making a beautiful offering to all the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas of the universe, yeah? Okay, so we can offer all kinds of, anything beautiful, actually. Also, things that we would like is what we should offer, by the way. We shouldn't offer things that you don't like, yeah? Okay, so we offer what's called an inexhaustible cloud of offerings, yeah? And not only do we offer things to the Buddhas, we also, of course, offer to sentient beings, to migrating beings. So why do we call all beings Drowa or migrator? Why? Because unfortunately, and we don't like this idea, but unfortunately it's true, that we cannot stay for very long in one shape, in one place, in one situation, For example, even if we stay the whole life in one house, one situation, finally we need to die now. Then without choice we need to wander on to the next life, and so on. Actually, these days many people, it's actually quite rare actually for somebody to spend the whole life in the same little village or town, in the same house, and so on. Most people anyway, within the course of their life, they're moving many places, so we are all migrators, wanderers, no matter how many beautiful houses or things we have and so on, we're still all migrating from here to there, migrating through many different experiences, some better than others and some worse, Anyway, so from the Vajra on top of our heads, which, and remember, this Vajra is actually our guru's mind. So let's say Rinpoche's mind in the form of a Vajra, First, it's making offerings to all the holy beings, yeah. And secondly, is coming out rainbow lights and offering all kinds of things to all sentient beings. Why we say, actually, this sentient beings, it's like a Western translation. It doesn't really exist before, but it means somebody, a thing that's conscious, yeah, okay. Although what kind of being would exist and not is not conscious, I don't know. But anyway, so it means anyway beings who have a conscious mind, yeah, okay. To all sentient beings, to all migrating beings, yeah. And on the tip of each of these rays is Vajrasattva. Either we can do in the solitary form or the Yab-Yum form, yeah. And they liberate all the beings of the three realms, the upper realm, the middle realm, and the underworld, from suffering, and bring them to the state of Vajrasattva, yeah, okay? And not only that, they bring, for example, food to the hungry, medicine to the sick, water to the thirsty, clothes to those who need clothes, bridges to those who need bridges, and so on, yeah? So it's, yeah? So they give each and every sentient being what they need, yeah, okay? And finally, what all beings need is to achieve the state of awakening. However, before many beings, first they need like their hunger to be pacified, their thirst to be pacified, their sickness to be pacified before they will be interested in the Dharma, yeah? Which means actually, as Mahayana Buddhists, we should also take care and pay attention in the well-being of other beings, yeah, okay? It's part of our path, not just thinking, okay, everybody to enlightenment, just sit there meditating. No, our path is to take care of others, also in practical ways. Each one has different capacity now, but we should do something for the benefit of others as much as we can. Yeah? Okay, so anyway, so the lights go out 2 times. First, make offerings to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in the universe who are accumulating incredible punya, incredible merit. Then they come back. Then the second time, they're making they're liberating all migrating beings, all samsaric beings. They're taking away their suffering and then guiding them to the state of Buddhahood, to the state of Vajrasattva. Yeah? Then all this energy comes back, gathers here. Yeah, okay. Okay, then in one instant, this Vajra, marked by Hung, melts into light, and then appears as Vajrasattva, floating on the lotus above our crown. Okay, so we do like this. Yeah, okay. So, now I'm referring to this book that Rinpoche made called The Jeweled Staircase, which we haven't really published, okay? So I'm looking at there. It has a very detailed explanation about Vajrasattva, so I thought I'd like to share it with you. Why not, yeah? Because, somehow I agreed to explain all Rinpoche's books, but I might be about 95 by the time we get through them all. So therefore I decided at the relevant section to take one part from there, one part from there as necessary, yeah, okay? And like I say, I hope we do get time to explain all of them in detail, yeah, okay? Anyway, so Vajrasattva, Sattva means essence, yeah, or nature in Sanskrit. Vajra means diamond, so here is diamond nature, diamond essence, yeah, okay? Okay, why? So it's completely clear, like white, pure Buddha, representing the total purity of our mind, yeah? Also, why? Because the natural color of our life-holding wind, yeah, okay, which is extremely subtle, is white, yeah? So here, actually what it's talking about is here in our heart chakra, we have something called the life-sustaining wind, yeah, okay? If this energy is strong, you can get sick, you can have an accident, but you won't die. In other people, this energy is weak and they can get like cold or something, influenza, and die, yeah? So there's always, I don't know, you see on the newspapers, no, always like some disaster and like many people die and one lives, yeah? So we'd say one reason why that person didn't die is because that energy was very strong, the life-sustaining wind, yeah, okay? So this energy is white, yeah, okay? So we have a lot of tantric meditations, white color for this reason, because we're working with this life-sustaining wind, yeah, which sustains our life, our vitality, yeah? And actually, it's the basis actually of what will become the Gyulu, the illusory body, in the future, okay, yeah? I mean, that's like very far subject, okay? But anyway, that we have many kind of tantric technology to work with that, yeah? So all this is super important. You might think, oh, I have to visualize all this and it's so complicated. Why? There's a reason, I mean, if we took our computer apart and look inside, we would think, I don't understand anything. It's so complicated, yeah, okay? So Actually, somehow Tantra is a lot more understandable than taking our laptop to pieces, no? Because we do explain what things are for, yeah? So there's a reason why we need to visualize all these things, if possible. Nobody's obliged to do it, but there's some real deep meaning for all these visualizations. So that's why Vajrasattva is white, yeah? Okay, actually, yeah, okay. For the purity of the mind and also to help transform the life-sustaining wind, yeah? A very subtle one, yeah? So, okay, so actually, as you can see, I don't have a picture of Vajrasattva, but you all know what Vajrasattva looks like, no problem, yeah? So Vajrasattva looks like an Indian king or an Indian prince, yeah, very beautiful, 16 years old, except he's a Buddha, yeah? And he's looking at us with incredible, kind eyes, yeah? So actually, basically, imagine it looks like Rinpoche, like a young-looking Rinpoche, with like Rinpoche face, so kind, so loving towards us, yeah, okay? And in his right hand, he's holding a 5-pointed Vajra, yeah, okay, which we understood now is not just 5 points, actually there's 10 points, yeah, the 5 fathers, the 5 mothers, and in the center is new, spontaneous new bliss and emptiness, yeah. And in his left hand is a bell, okay, yeah, like this, no? Like Rinpoche says, this is the hugging mudra, no more enemies, yeah, very important, yeah. I mean, literally, we need to, based on equanimity, no? We need to stop having this thing of I hate you, I don't like you, I don't like your group, and so on. And we need to get over this discrimination we have towards others and dissolve and have this feeling of equanimity, love, and no more enemies. The world would definitely be a better place if we actually put into practice what Rinpoche told us to do. No? So, maybe it's difficult to change the world, but anyway, we start by changing ourselves. So we start by this, trying to think, okay, no more enemies, hugging mudra here, and try and have a nice feeling towards other people, okay? Okay, so anyway, so Vajrasattva is white, yeah, with the ornaments of an Indian king or prince, which I don't have a picture here, but anyway, has like the crown, and then he has like armlets, yeah, bracelets, anklets. Then he has a thing like a harness across the middle, and he has a kind of something around the waist, yeah, okay? These are called the 6 ornaments of a bodhisattva, and they represent perfection of generosity, ethics, patience, energy, concentration, and wisdom, yeah? So Rinpoche said many, many times, that okay, maybe we don't, well, not many of us dress up like Indian kings or queens these days. We might do it for a few hours when we do a tantric self-initiation or something like that, but generally we don't, yeah? So Rinpoche said, okay, all of you modern people, you have different kind of jewelry. I don't know, you have like glass, you have ring, you have necklace, you have watch, you have belt, you have a bag, I don't know, you have phone, yeah? So these modern types of jewelry that you have, you need to impute the 6 bodhisattva perfections on that, yeah? Okay. Why? Because then you think, for example, and you used to say, it's coming up to Christmas now. So you might think, okay, I want to buy myself a Christmas present. I deserve it, yeah? Okay, why not? I'm worth it, yeah? So then we go and buy ourselves a beautiful present, yeah? Let's say a beautiful ring or a watch or something, or some designer glass or something. And then we think, I deserve this because I'm practicing generosity. I deserve this because I'm really ethical. We link it with some quality that we're trying to develop, yeah? And then when we put on our glasses, for example, we say, I'm trying to see clearly, yeah? I'm trying to develop the bodhisattva perfection of wisdom, and so on and so on, yeah? Okay? Yeah? And like this, we can, like this is good enough, yeah? Yeah? Anyway, so each one of our things we need to our modern things we need to find a way to transform into the 6 bodhisattva perfection, yeah? Anyway, so Vajrasattva above our head is like a Buddha, yeah, with called 32 major marks and the 80 minor signs. It means it looks like a Buddha, yeah, like with big ears, yeah, Ushnisha, big eyes, nice smile, like Buddha-like, yeah, looks like a Buddha, yeah. Each one of the qualities of Buddha's body comes from some incredible positive karma that he made in the other lives, yeah. Then there's what's called the 18 minor signs. Like, for example, he has like 40 teeth. It's more than a normal person, no? Like very shiny, very perfect. He has perfect nails. And there's it goes into lots of details about every aspect of his body, okay? Yeah. Anyway, so it has these, what we call 32 major and 80 minor marks of perfection, yeah? So it's sat there above our head, floating there, yeah, on the lotus, on the moon, yeah, holding the Vajra and bell. So the Vajra represents, what does it represent? Love, yeah, I mean, unconditional love, empathy, yeah, Buddhist kind of love, yeah. And the bell that he's holding in the left hand represents emptiness, the understanding of reality, yeah. Yeah, and why? Because, do you remember, like this, yes, last time we were talking about this, what is the sound of two hands clapping, yeah? Sound is one of the best examples of the how things actually exist, yeah? For example, you can hear that, we can all hear the sound, yeah, okay? But if we say, okay, sure, the sound's there, we can all hear, but where is it, yeah? Is it in that hand? Is it in that hand? Is it in the, I don't know, is it in the middle? Is it in my ears? Is it in the head? Is it in YouTube? I don't know. Where is it, you know? Is it just some pixels? I don't know. It's like exists, yeah? But if we start to point to and say, where is the sound? It becomes a very, very, very unfindable phenomena, yeah? But as long as we're just satisfied with the name sound and we do like this, it's there, no? So this is what we call the paradox of reality. When we start to investigate deeply, yeah, and look for, try and find the essence, which we are convinced is there, a phenomena, we cannot find it, yeah? Yeah. But that doesn't mean that things don't exist, that they're not there. That the very fact that they don't have an essence means that things can change, things can grow, yeah? If things did have a fixed essence, everything would be like stuck, it would be all frozen, yeah? Nothing could move, yeah? Yeah. So that would, so if we actually got what we wanted and there was a true fixed essence of things, though nothing in the whole universe could happen, yeah, that would be like the end of reality. So we want something that would be not, definitely not be good for us, yeah, okay. Anyway, so the bell represents things that are empty of inherent existence, yeah, but okay, on the conventional level they exist and function as dependent arisings, okay, yeah. So Vajra and bell, yeah. And by the way, all practitioners of Tantra, like NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing practitioners, actually, we have a commitment to have a Vajra and a bell, yeah, okay? So actually that means actually to have an actual Vajra and an actual bell, yeah? So if you don't have one, Christmas is coming, you can buy yourself one or you can buy your friend one and they can buy you one, yeah, okay? Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's just one of those things. Why? Because it's a super meaningful symbol, yeah? And it's like something that will live with you all your life. And then you look at it and think, oh, bliss, emptiness, yeah, peace, love, 5 fathers, 5 mothers, yeah? And why? Because we need to think about this again and again and again over the course of our life, yeah? Like for years and years and years. So that's why you need one, yeah, on your mantelpiece or your puja table or wherever, yeah? So Christmas is coming, yeah? Buddhists like Christmas too. We like nice things, nice present. We like the family experience, no, of course, and we also respect all of the religious traditions. So even though we're not Christians, we like Christmas too, yeah. So why not buy, if you don't have a Vajra and bell, buy yourself one or buy your friend one, yeah. It's nice, no? Anyway, it's a commitment, yeah. Okay, so anyway, so we all need a Vajra and bell. We practitioners of NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing. Yeah? Okay, so the bell represents the holy speech of the Buddhas, okay? Yeah? 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 Anyway, also, on Thursday, I will do this. I'll get a Vajra and I'll get a bell and I'll show you, you know, because there's incredible symbolism within the Vajra and the bell, yeah? But no, we actually need to see it in order to understand. So on Thursday, I'll do this. I'll get one. I have several Vajra and bells here. And I'll show you one and we will understand actually the symbolism of the Vajra and bell. Yeah? Also, it's kind of important, no? Vajra, yeah, no? Or Vajra and bell, you know, it's kind of really basics, you know, every tantric practitioner needs one, every Buddhist tantric practitioner. So we should at least know what our Vajra and bell symbolizes, no? Yeah. Okay, so that I'll explain in detail on Thursday, okay? Okay. So anyway, so above our head is Vajrasattva, yeah? Either the solitary form or in the Father Yab-yum, yeah? And at the crown is white Om, the nature of the Vajra body, yeah? At the throat is red A, the nature of the Vajra speech. And the heart is blue Hung, the nature of the Vajra mind, yeah? So always in these visualizations, the tantric visualization, we have like Om Ah Hum, yeah? But actually many times, yeah, Rinpoche also used to add Om Ah Hum Tram Hri or Om Ah Hum Soha, yeah? Because in our tradition we have like 5 energies, yeah, not 3, yeah? So many, many times Rinpoche would say the 5 seed syllables, yeah, okay? Okay, so above our head is Vajrasattva, yeah, okay, and so it's all like white, all crystal. So there's many, many kinds of white light, yes. So say some is like moonlight, some is like crystal light, some is like silver. There's all kinds of beautiful white lights, okay? So that means we can distinguish what's happening, not just like some kind of white light and we can't see anything, yeah? So we can see clearly like Vajrasattva and the lotus and the moon and the sun and the Vajra and the bell and everything above our heads, okay? Yeah? Okay. So, like this, yeah, with the power of what's called the 4 powers, we're going to say the Vajrasattva mantra, yeah, so sing the Vajrasattva mantra, yeah, and then we're going to receive holy healing nectars from Vajrasattva and receive purification, yeah, okay? So I think most probably I'm going to have to continue, well, definitely I'm going to have to continue to talk about this on Thursday, okay? Anyway, no problem, yeah, we have time, yeah, okay? So we will do like this, yeah, okay? For now, anyway, those of you who know, you know. So those of you who know, we will sing Vajrasattva together, yeah, a few times, and we'll do like the 4 visualizations, okay? And those of you who don't know what they are, you'll have to wait to come back on Thursday, and then you will know what they are, okay? Okay, so Om Vajrasattva Samahaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatishta Drido Meba Suto Kayo Mebahawa Supo Kayo Mebahawa Anurakto Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Meba Sawa Kama Sutta Me Chitan Sriya Guru ha 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 ho bhagawa sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajri bhawa maha samaya sapa om vajra sapa samaya manupalahaya Vajrasattva tenopatishta drido meba Suto kayo mebawa Supo kayo mebawa Anurakto mebawa Sawa siddhi mebra Sawa kama sutta me Tritam sriyam guru ha 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 ho bhagawa sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajri bhawa maha samaya sapa om vajra sapa samaya manupalahaya vajra sapa tenopatishta trido meba Suto kayo mebawa, supo kayo mebawa, Anurato mebawa, sawa siddhi mebra, sawa kama sutta me, chitam sriyam kuru, ha 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 ho bhagawa, sawa tata gata, raja mame mutsa. Vajri Bhawa Maha Samaya Sapa Om Vajra Sapa Samaya Manupalaya Vajra Sapa Tenopatishta Drido Meba Suto Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Anurato Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Mebra Sawa kama sutta me chitam sriyam kuru ha 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 ho bhagawa sawa tata gat vajra mame mutsa vajri bhawa maha samaya sapa Okay, actually I've done 4 times now. There's like 4 main sets of visualization that we'll talk about on Thursday. But actually, according to, actually, our oral lineage, whatever you want to call it, actually, they say you should do 21 times a day, this mantra, if possible, yeah? Because then it completely cancels and the growth of any negative tendencies that we're developing each day. So that would be the best, yeah? You might think, oh, that's a lot, that's a long mantra, and you can do it on Vajrasattva, Hum, yeah? 21 times a day, yeah? The easy version, yeah? Okay? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to dedicate. So let's think strongly of all the people we know who are sick and suffering, and unfortunately there are many. Then please can we all dedicate for of course we have to dedicate for, so there's so many people in our prayer list, no, in our Guru Puja books, in all the Reiki WhatsApp group, and we have like the Brazil Sangha prayer request group, WhatsApp, and many of these, yeah. So we know all these people, all the one. I mean, try and keep as many as you can that you remember this week in your mind. Yeah? Okay, and especially, please, everybody, kindly dedicate for the health and well-being of our dear friends Geshe Genshubla and also our dear friend Gelong Tenzin, who so important to us. You know, living together with Rinpoche and Albaniano, really so kind to our community for so many years. So let's all please dedicate and pray that they both get better and come back very well to us soon, okay? So that would be super nice, yeah, okay? Okay, so please let's all touch our hands to our heart, and we will say, first we'll do our NgalSo dedication that everybody knows, and then also we will repeat the Shantideva dedication that Rinpoche was saying so often in the last years, okay? Okay, so please, thinking of all these friends and relatives and those we saw in the news who are sick and suffering, let's dedicate, okay? Om Bhishwa Shanti Hum. 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 By the power of the truth, peace and bliss forever. By the power of the truth, peace and bliss forever. By the power of the truth, peace and bliss forever. Oops. Lama Conjasuna Kyapsuchi Ranila Sadunil Sunecho Dona Chosunyecho Dadahando Gyecho Hokundu Jishindro Dona Disonampa Geweso Jine Sapane Hinyududa No Bubanzo Shabala Gene Lame Langirin Patashi Ni Modele Hesendele Ni Me Kuhoyandele Shin Nin Sentatu Dele Pel Concha Hosungi Concha Hosungi Concha Hosungi Ta. Okay, now the dedications of Shantideva, okay? Okay, these are some verses taken out from the beautiful Bodhisattva Charya Avatara, the Guide to the Bodhisattva's Way of Life of Shantideva. And the 10th chapter is about making many beautiful wishing prayers, dedication prayers, yeah, for the Bodhisattvas, making wishing prayers, no? So there's some verses related to healing. So Rinpoche Lama Genshin was very much saying this in the past year, in the last year of his life, yeah? So he must have known everything what was going to happen, yeah, the pandemic and everything, yeah, okay? So let's dedicate together, okay? May everyone who's sick with disease be freed at once from every malady. May every sickness that afflicts the living be wholly and forever absent from the world. May medicine be full of strength. May our prayers and mantras be chanted with success. May the bacteria and virus that feed on flesh be kind, their minds full of pity towards us. May the beings everywhere who suffer torment in their bodies and minds have, by virtue of my merit, joy and happiness in boundless measure. For as long as space exists, for as long as there are beings to be found, for that long may I return to drive away the sorrow of the world. May the pain and sorrow of all wandering beings, may it ripen fully upon me, and may the virtuous company of bodhisattvas always bring about the happiness of beings. May the Dharma, the only cure for sorrow, the source of every bliss and happiness, be blessed with resources, upheld with respect, and continue for a vast amount of time. At dawn or dusk, at night or midday, may the three jewels grant us their blessings. May they help us to achieve all realizations and sprinkle the path of our lives with various signs of auspiciousness. So thank you all very much. Yeah. So please let's all pray and send our wishing prayers and good wishes to all those who are sick and suffering, especially our two dear friends, our Geshe Genshu and Tenzin. May they get better soon. Yeah. Okay. And see you all on Thursday. Okay. Thank you all very much for listening. See you soon. Yeah. Thank you.